Hey everybody, Anansi here from Ocean Esports with another Top 100 Dotabuff replay cast. Today we're going to be watching Gomer4k on the Bounty Hunter over here. He's a 7k solo MMR player, 5k party MMR, with a 61% win rate on Bounty Hunter with over 1,400 games played on the hero. So when it comes to people that are pretty good, he's really good. This should be a true top player, so to speak. He how to say it? He streams on Twitch from what I've seen, and he plays Bounty the way Bounty is kind of supposed to be played. So for those of you who don't know what we do here, we watch a top 100 player play for, their best hero from their own perspective, and we see what we can learn from them, see what they do that makes them so consistent. I mean, 61% win rate over 1,400 games played is really good. So without further ado, let's take a look. Right out the gates, starts off with an Orb of Venom, very powerful starting item on Bounty Hunter. 2 Observer Wards, Tango, and Clarity. 1 point in Shadow Walk, that's what a roaming bounty does. And why does he have 2 wards? Because the power of Bounty Hunter lies in the fact that he can, how would I say this? He can place extremely deep wards. That's one of the things that is extremely, just very powerful. I'm gonna mute everybody in this game real quick so we don't get bothered. So first off, getting Bounty Rune. And wow, being extremely fast there, but gets taken down. 3 heroes there waiting for him. Buys a TP scroll straight away with the gold that he got from the bounty. TP's mid immediately. Oh, nice. Invises while TPing. That's cool. And because it's so instant, what he did, people probably aren't going to be expecting him to be there that quickly. And sure enough, just... oh wow, this is a good game because he's gonna have a Spirit Breaker trying to counter his every move. Notice he hit the Spirit Breaker once as well while he was in his fade time. So really pushing this hero to the max. I like that. Walking in between, right? Making sure not to get spotted out. You don't want the other team to know where you are. So this is pretty cool already. Very efficient player currently. And I think, you can walk past here as well without getting in tower vision. Just misses that. So gets into a good position to move in on that Night Stalker. But they're not going to get the kill, so he backs up. So he hasn't gotten any kills yet, but he is just moving from lane to lane, being as annoying as he can be. 138, so he moves into the enemy jungle to get their bounty rune. Being very efficient with his movements, very controlling. This is surgical precision right here. Goes in Viz, grabs bounty, and moves to the next objective, which is helping out his mid laner. Gets himself an Invis rune. Sees that his buddy's in trouble, so started to move over, but decides to still get the bounty rune. And I think that's probably key, making sure that your roaming doesn't go completely down the drain. Get as many bounty runes as you can. Nice that he went invis there and then came out as well. Just getting extra hits in. So hit invis, hit while going invis, and then hit again, so that no spells can be cast on him. People think they can back or something, but he gets an extra hit in. It's just extremely efficient. Gets Janata at level 2 for mana efficiency. That's a free buff to... so annoying. Free buff to his invis. So he did 93 damage there. And so there's a 150% crit. There's an attack slow, a movement slow, and it lasts for 3 seconds. That's just... that's extremely powerful. Just keeps on going invis. And... no, that's not the end of the Wind Ranger, but she will probably need to go back. So hereby securing his teammates' mid lane phase. Sure, he died once, but his mid player is should be enjoying things. Let's just last hits and denies. Sure enough, yep, Lina is on top. So he's here. He's at 0 and 0. Oh no, but his effectiveness is measured partially, at least, with the Linas. Note that he got the bounty rune before the Spirit Breaker got there, so that is, it's kind of huge because the Spirit Breaker is not doing anything. Goes for his own bounty rune first, and then ends up finding nothing. And then this Spirit Breaker is just constantly one step too slow. It's pretty funny. Third skill point goes into Shuriken Toss. Does not have a TP to help his mid buddy though, but is getting one because he notices that he doesn't. Wow, that Night Stalker just... wants to die. Sure enough, helps his team get the kill there. Oh, did not get a TP scroll actually. Sadly not in time to help his teammate there, but he was looking and hoping to move there in time. And so far has not looked for any creep kills anywhere. 0 and 0. It's just constantly moving around the map, trying to figure out where his opponents are. And looks like he'll be heading back to base. Yeah, too low, very little mana regen. And he has decided on his first item, which looks like it's going to be mech. I guess he wants to build Greaves. So very supportive player. It's going to be a support bounty hunter, roaming support. TPs into the trees, nice. Invises while TPing, so that's a consistent thing he clearly does. Unfortunately, Night Stalker gets away there. And just constantly moving around, making sure the Night Stalker does not feel safe, or being ready if the Night Stalker gets out of position in any case. Now, moving as fast as he can over to the mid lane. And yeah, just scaring off his opponents from doing anything. But sadly enough, he does die. And so has to buy a TP. and just shows up, gets a Janata off. And notice his fourth skill point was in Shuriken Toss, so that's what he wants to max first. Yep, I like that. It goes in Viz there. Just to get a free spell off. Doesn't break his invis, realizing there's nothing to be gained. Has not been top once, is looking top now. Maybe they communicated something. Goes invis quite quickly, doesn't seem to care that much whether or not his opponents see him going invis. Nice, they seem to have gotten, helps his team get a significant amount of damage there onto that Lycan, and then just goes on the squishier hero. Very nice job. Going back in, knowing that his slow or his Janata, like the Orb of Venom, might just get that little extra hit in that it needs to, and adds another skill point into that spell, Shuriken Toss. So now it does 300 damage. Oh, the track bounce range is going to be huge. Every 10 seconds. I like this. Infused raindrops on Bounty Hunter, that's great. That is a great item for Bounty Hunter nowadays. The mana regen just means he can stay. Yeah, stay around. And okay, he's level 6, so track kills are going to come in. So if we look at the net worth, okay, he's personally extremely low. Team-wise, Radiant is about 1,500 ahead. That's not huge. They're ahead, but it's nothing amazing. Now, I'm hoping to see like a huge spike now in net worth, just because he's going to help his team get gold, because that's what Bounty Hunter's for. Helps his team get gold, get them items. Did show himself there, so that's a bit of a misplay, I think. But doesn't see much kill potential, so he's gonna be annoying here, I think. Okay, there's a Night Stalker as well. Keeping vision, so he's a bit of a moving ward as well. Oh, nice. Wow. Wow, the vision he has provided his team is just sick. Make sure to get a second track off on the Night Stalker as well. So not only vision is he providing, but also really great gold. His team was able to react so quickly just because he was there, and he had spotted those two moving there. Now, of course, he does have the type of teammates that recognize they should move over. It's very good of the Void to be there. Easy double kill. It's yeah, very strong kill. If we look at the net worth graph, okay, so that's another little spike right there. It's good. XP, they're barely ahead, but it's the gold that gives them the current advantage. He's almost level 7. He's been roaming this whole time, but if we look at hero level, right, he's level 6 now, but he's not the lowest. And this looks like it's gonna end badly. Does what he can, but this looks pretty rough. And quite some dives there. He tried to do what he could do. Can't TP over though, because his TP is on cooldown. And yeah, just keeps moving on. Checks Lycan's items really quickly. Doesn't hit immediately because he knows there's a kill to be had. And more gold. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was one of the first tracks he got off. He tracked, I think, the Wind Ranger, hit the other hero, so he ensured his shuriken would bounce. I think that was a really good efficiency play, and yeah, something good to take away. Okay, double damage rune on a bounty hunter is extremely nice. Does get a track off. Does as much damage as he can to the Lycan, but unfortunately it was a good random dust by that Night Stalker. TPs to the tier 2. It's safer. And, assumed or thought there may be a ward there. Really good. Holds onto a shuriken to cancel cast time spells. So he really uses the mini stun to its max potential. Jakiro could have gotten an ice path off there, unless there was a lucky bash from the void. But he held onto a shuriken for when the for when that was being cast. I have to give it to this. Earthshaker stuns have been really on point. Focuses on the tracked hero. Team fights. Make sure to give his mat his. Oof, a little bit greedy there, but tried to do as much damage as he could in any case. Lina seems to be throwing a little bit here, while Dead gets himself a headdress. And again, has not once, I think, really been farming anywhere. Just moving from in between lanes and looking to keep vision and get kills. He's not even placing an insane amount of wards or anything. Just moving around, trying to always be there. kills and deaths. He's died 5 times, so it's not even that amazing. But what does he do to stay in the game? What does he do to still contribute to his team's success? It's aware of the whole map. This guy's... making sure to get the track kills off where he can. Oh, nice! Cool. Shuriken a creep because 1200 range, you can probably... That is so cool. I like that. Very good Shuriken there. Shuriken the creep to get the bounce on someone else. I like this guy's Shuriken.
Middle tower has fallen.
Just constantly there. Helps his teammate out with some mana. Does not realize he's being charged though, so he's pretty screwed. So just still working on those Greaves, just chugging along. This is the first time he's actually tried to get some creep kills. I have to admit I'm surprised. I thought he would be placing more wards, but he's not. Doing a good job of still staying hidden and just looks like he's using his teammates as bait right now. Gets a nice track off on the Spirit Breaker and make sure to follow him over. Nice dodge of the ice path there. Again, shurikening somebody who is not tracked in order to get the bounce off. And I really like the pickup, the magic wand pickup. Given that Bounty Hunter always wants to be around fights but isn't actually in them, the sustain it provides is really, really strong. So really focusing on fighting. Sadly enough, silence though. The Greaves will really help him with that. They'll help him get rid of that silence. And of course help his team sustain the pressure they want to. Got himself in, some more infused raindrops. So yeah, mana regen, extremely important. And burst defense, really good. That magic stick has really done work. He's gotten a lot of charges. Make sure to buy a second TB scroll when he moves on over. That's also a big one. Peeps got to do that more often. Really only seems to go for creep kills when there's a tower that needs defending. That's when he thinks it's his role. So very far away from his teammates at this point, but making his way over and watching the whole time. I mean, he's invis, so I guess he can watch. Or he's at least going to annoy this Lycan. Get a track off so that they know where he is. Lycan will not feel safe farming when he's tracked. He was full mana there, but he used his mana boots for the Earthshaker. Could have gone invis first and then used mana boots. Tiny efficiency, but that wasn't ready. No difference. That mech saves the Witch Doctor, who can now keep his heal up. And fighting wise in team fights, he's in and then he's out. He's in and then he's out. He's not trying to, how would I say it? He's not trying too much. I mean, he's not a tank. He just gets his tracks off, shuriken, hits with a Janata here and there, and then if there's a assured safe kill, that's when he'll kind of contribute his physical damage. 213 physical damage is significant. After that fight, has enough for Greaves. Let's just take another look at the net worth charts. So they did take a little bit of a dip here, but sure enough, they're starting to take off. Yeah, momentum is definitely moving their way. And now that he has Greaves, both defensively and for sustained pushing, it's going to be extremely strong. Again, TP, and then invis, does not break it. Just moving along with this team. He's probably going to flank them and provide some vision that way, if it's safe. No. Get those bounty runes, bounty hunter. He's constantly keeping an eye on the team. If that doesn't kill. And just making sure he gets as many track kills off as he can. Always staying invis, trying to make sure his opponents don't know where he is. Usually using his shadow walk in places where they're missing or where they can't see him use it. just moving it along, just constantly keeping vision. Just being there to help his team. Just get more and more money rolling in. Looks like he's going for a Lotus Orb next. So just keeping up that support. There are some significantly annoying single target abilities on the other team, so it's not bad by any means. Can purge things off of people as well. Both scans used. The opponents know they're there. He TPs over to his teammate in order to get there more quickly. Sure enough, that's another track kill for his team. Oh, going Medallion of Courage. Nice. Into Solar Crest. Nice. That's really strong in... So he gets that because... Yeah, it's really strong in Void's ult. Also really... Yeah, especially strong in Void's ult when comboed with Witch Doctor. And of course for himself, the burst he does, and also just the right click in general that Void does. Is helping his team do more damage by decreasing armor.
Middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower.
So he has the Solar Crest complete. Bought it in one go. Good presence of mind. Oh, nice. A lot of hate coming out from the other team for the Witch Doctor. But that allows Bounty and his team to just clean up. And he's just constantly there, making sure he can get the track off. It should be noted that it does give some bonus movement speed, so it does help people close the gap, help his team close the gap. And also bonus gold for self, more than for his allies. Level 3, oof, that's a big jump. It's a long range as well. So constantly, no matter what, he's focused on being around the kills. Kept that magic wand the whole time. Solar Crest Greaves. Ah, Vlad's. Okay, so just buffing the damage. Especially good because Luna has insane attack speed. So give her 15% damage increase, that scales really nicely. And Void can use, Void can also use the damage buff. Always. He gets Vlad's himself at times. Uses the Solar Crest on his teammate really quickly. That Witch Doctor just will not die. Great use of the Solar Crest on the target that his enemies are going on. He's just being very aware. Well, that does seem to be it. I think it was good to see such a highly skilled roaming bounty. I like the way he used his Janata in combination with his his Shuriken toss in combination with his ult. I think that was quite new, or just very efficient. And the little efficiency plays, it makes sense that roamers would be really good at those. But, yeah, I definitely learned quite a bit. I hope you guys did too. And tune in next time. Like, subscribe, let us know, crits, comments, anything. Thanks for watching, and yeah, take care.